Hey, what's happening, everybody? Pizzaholics. I'm over here in the lovely city of Hoboken, New Jersey, birthplace of old Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra. Got a Neapolitan for a change. It's been a while since I did a Neapolitan. You're in Hoboken, the birthplace of Sinatra. You gotta get a Neapolitan when you're in Hoboken. And supposedly, this place, APULIA, is one of the best pizzerias in Hoboken. Let's go find out if that's true, and let's go eat, guys. All right, APULIA. It's like a trattoria. They make pizza. They make a lot of stuff. Their menu look good. Their pizza look good. Here it is, folks. I got it with the half spicy soppressata, and they make this with APULIA tomatoes and fiore di latte mozzarella. All right, guys. Here we go. What's this? Ooh. Ooh, some Calabrian chili oil. I'll save that for when I get home. Oh, that's going on this pizza when I get home for sure. All right, here we go, guys. We don't really test for crisp with Neapolitans. With Neapolitans, we look for tenderness. We look for a nice bottom, which is not the case here. This needed more time in the oven. The place was busy, and I think they rushed this thing. But let's see how it tastes. Let's see if the dough is tender and delicate. Neapolitans, the dough should be very, very tender. I don't test for crisp with Neapolitans. You want it to be tender and not too chewy, light on the chew. That sauce is no joke. APULIA tomatoes. Really good natural sweetness from that tomato. Not too tart. Very little sourness, if any. I'm not getting any smokiness from that char. There's a nice, decent amount of speckling on this pie. There's a nice, even amount, there's a nice, decent amount of speckling along the edge of the cornicione. But I'm not getting any bitterness from that char. Typically, I look for some smokiness from that char, which I like. It's a little bitter. It goes well with the sweetness of the tomato. Let's try the one with the spicy soppressata. Again, you see that speckling? It's not bad. And you know what, guys? Look at the bottom of this one. This one's not too bad. Look at that. I'm liking the bottom on this one. So it's not too bad. But when I see char, I want a little smokiness. And I'm not really getting it. A wood-fired oven, wood-fired pizza. I want a little bit of that smokiness, you know? Guys, they're using some good ingredients, good toppings. This spicy soppressata is fire. It is killing me right now, and I'm good with the spiciness, man. I could handle it. Pretty good. It's pretty good. APULIA. Did you see they were slicing the prosciutto right there in the machine right there? They got the cold cut machine right there in the front, slicing the prosciutto. It's dripping, but it's the grease from the soppressata. It's not like greasy or anything like that. The cheese is, you know, it's good freaking cheese, fiore di latte. I think I've made up my mind with this. Let's go talk about it and then give it a score. All right, folks, what do you say we move on into the lab, where we get a closer look at the pizza and analyze it and tell you what makes it good, bad, and sometimes, guys, ugly. In this case, I won't consider it the latter, but it's not the best Neapolitan I've ever had, and I don't think it's the worst either. With a Neapolitan, I start with the crust. I've said some things, I'm going to say some more things. What you want to look for is a nice even speckling. Good even speckling throughout. See that? Nice and even, no pale spots. Now the base of the pizza, that's where it gets a little bit uneven. See that? That's an uneven bake. Got some pale spots towards the left. It's a little more charred towards the right. So I'm not going to take away too many points. Like if the whole thing was pale like that, I would have docked some points. But a good portion of this pizza is cooked pretty well. Look at that. You even got a nice bubble there. Look at that. Bubbles, baby. Bubbles. Popping bubbles, one of my favorite pastime hobbies, guys. That's right. Cheese was solid again, fior di latte, good flavor, good funk, good salt, nice milk content, not greasy, of course. And as for the sauce, APULIA tomatoes, guys. Guys, check out the color of that sauce. That's a damn fine sauce. Good tomato tang. Looks like it's spiced. Looks like there's some oregano in there, which goes well with the pizza. You know that, guys. You know how much I love an oregano, especially if there's basil on it as well. Very herbaceous pizza, good flavor in the sauce, not only from the strong concentrated tomato flavor from the APULIA tomatoes, but from the herbs. It's a very herbaceous pie. The basil, I didn't taste it yet. They only put one sprig on it, so I can't really tell you how it is. I don't really factor basil into the score of a pizza, guys. But we're talking some top-notch ingredients here, and what's going to propel this into the high eights is the crust. And I'm kind of on the fence about this one. I'm kind of on the fence because I really enjoyed it. The chew was not too significant. I thought the chew on the crust was it was on the lighter side. It was very delicate and tender, and it did melt in your mouth somewhat. But I've had a Gino Sorbillo pie, guys, and this is not a Gino Sorbillo crust, I can tell you that. Now, guys, it's very important when you score a Neapolitan to make sure that it's not wet. This pizza is not wet. The crust is firm. It's not soggy. The cheese to sauce ratio is perfect. For a Neapolitan, I think it's great. I don't think this pizza is under-sauced by any means. The cheese to sauce to crust thickness ratio is really well balanced. And what I also like about this pie is that the cornicione isn't too puffy. Yeah, I like it, you know, I don't like it when it's too puffy. All right, guys, it's about that time. The pizza gets cold, we give it another fold, and normally I test a pizza crust for its crisp after cooling down. With New York style pizza, you test it to see if it still remains crunchy. With Neapolitans, I don't test for crisp, but I test for the chew. Does the chew get heavier after cooling down? Sometimes a Neapolitan loses its tenderness. As it gets colder, the crust gets doughier and chewier, and it doesn't quite melt in your mouth as much as it did when it was hot. Whoa! Guys, I put some of that hot oil on it, coupled with that spicy soppressata. This thing is burning. It's too good, though. It's too damn good. I like the color. Still very tender. Very light. Giving it the 8-1. Again, 8.1 based on the margarita, based on their plain pizza. Score does not reflect the toppings. Guys, I would have gave this an 8.6 if it was a little more charred and if I got some bitterness from that char and if the bake was even. Check that out, guys. There's vegetation growing on the old docks, the old rusty docks. You got trees growing out there. Well, folks, that about does it for me. I really enjoyed the hell out of that pizza. I really enjoyed the hell out of that pizza. Today was a reminder. Antonio, order more Neapolitans. Again, I don't have a separate scale for Neapolitans. I judge pizza based on how it tastes to me. based on my the freshness of the ingredients. Doesn't matter the style. I don't have separate scales. I don't do that stuff. 8.1, solid pizza, solid Neapolitan. And hey, it's not my favorite style of pizza, okay? But do I like it better than New York style pizza? In a nutshell, yes I do, and so I tend to score them a little higher. No separate scales, none of that crap. So APULIA, Hoboken, totally recommend it. And when you come down here, go check out the museum. The lady in there was a sweetheart. The Hoboken Museum, they got a whole thing on Sinatra in there and the history of the city. Beautiful town, man, beautiful.
The biggest mistake people make when they visit New York from other places, other overseas or wherever, is that they forget to visit Hoboken. They forget to take that boat across the Hudson into the lovely city of Hoboken, which is so well preserved, still very rich with Italian-American culture, lots of Italian restaurants, lots of pizzerias, sometimes side by side on the same street.
I'm out, guys. If you can, guys, hit that like, smash the subscribe button. It would help me out, guys. It really would. I get a lot of views, but 1,500 views on week 1, and I see like 80 likes. We got to do better than that. We got to do better than that, guys. The engagement is not quite there. I get the views, I get the likes, but I need more likes, guys. It would help me out, and it would help get the channel out there, and YouTube will help. It will help the YouTube algorithm, and so I would appreciate it, guys. Be well, and until next time, remember, folks, most importantly, keep those bellies full. This is Antonio signing off.